Hello, my name is Clara, and I invite you to join me on a guided visualization of a voyage on the Arctic Sea. This episode is designed to help you relax and fall asleep by using the power of your imagination to redirect your focus away from stress or pain. By immersing yourself in vivid imagery, you can benefit from the therapeutic effects of this technique and create an imaginary escape. Guided visualization is an excellent tool for reducing anxiety, enhancing focus, and improving sleep quality. As we embark on this mental voyage, a combination of storytelling, natural sounds, and music will gently guide you away from the stresses of daily life. Let's begin the guided visualization with a grounding, deep breathing exercise. Find a comfortable position and take a moment to settle in. Close your eyes and start by inhaling slowly through your nose, letting the air fill your lungs deeply. And then exhale slowly through your mouth, releasing any tension or stress with the outward breath. Repeat this deep breathing pattern for a few cycles, allowing each inhale and exhale to create a sense of calm within. As you continue breathing deeply, imagine that you're drawing in a soothing, calming energy with every inhalation. Picture this positive energy flowing through your body, bringing relaxation and peacefulness to every cell. As you exhale, visualize any stress or concerns leaving your body. Let the rhythm of your breath guide you into a quiet state of mind. Creating a calm foundation for the journey ahead. As you stroll through the ancient village, the cobbled streets wind their way between enchanting buildings with ivy-covered facades. The air is filled with the scent of aged wood, mingled with nostalgia. Tucked away among the historic structures, you come across a small, unassuming antique shop with a weathered wooden sign creaking quietly in the breeze. The display window showcases a mix of treasures, eclectic trinkets, vintage furniture, when you open the door, a bell chimes. You can't see anyone in the shop. Dim ambient lighting casts a warm glow on the various items displayed on shelves and in various glass cabinets. Further into the shop, bookshelves line the aisles. Your eyes are drawn to a dark corner where an antique painting of a schooner or longship hangs on the wall. The painting depicts a vintage ship sailing across the open sea, surrounded by towering icebergs. The icebergs stand giant in the frigid waters, with jagged edges and glistening surfaces in various hues, from brilliant whites to icy blues. The reflections of the frozen landscape on the sea's surface add an extra layer of complexity to the composition. The artist has captured a moment when the ship embarks on the most daring part of her journey through the frozen realm. The painting's detail is so intricate and lifelike, you could reach out and touch the canvas to feel the cool sea breeze and hear the distant cries of seagulls. An irresistible urge compels you to reach out and touch the canvas. When your fingertips connect with the cool surface, reality blurs, and the boundary between the antique shop and the painting disappears. Suddenly, you find yourself standing on the deck of the vintage schooner itself. The feeling is surreal. The ship rocks gently and creaks with the rhythm of the ocean, and you become part of the living scene once confined to the canvas. Surrounded by towering icebergs, you can hear the ambient sounds of cracking ice resonating through the air. Each crack and groan reverberates through the frozen expanse. As the ship navigates through the icy realm, your gaze is drawn to the massive icebergs. They range from the pure, untouched brilliance of freshly fallen snow to softer, muted tones. Some icebergs have iridescent sapphire blue cracks with a hint of turquoise etched onto their icy surfaces. These intricate cracks sometimes twist and turn at the edges. In areas where the sun's rays touch, the ice becomes almost translucent, and the icebergs seem to glow from within, radiating an otherworldly luminescence that contrasts against the cool and shadowed areas. Neon emerald green water fills carved out basins and pressure cracks on other icebergs. And below the water, you can see their underside, glowing, molten aquamarine with an outlandish light. Now the ship navigates slowly through dark blue, greasy-looking seawater, mixed with smaller chunks of ice, like a galaxy of jigsaw puzzle pieces. Then you float past even more icebergs, fleets of them, sinuous, sculpted crystal temples with towering spires, Moorish arabesque domes, and drowned arches. In the distance, a polar bear stands on the very edge of a hunk of ice. It shakes itself, sending a spray of droplets in all directions, before gracefully lowering itself onto its powerful forelegs, sliding down the icy surface and plunging into the frigid waters. You feel the cold Arctic air around you and decide to take shelter inside. As you descend to the lower deck, the feeling of a polished wooden floor brings a sense of comfort. The ambient noise of the cracking ice slowly disappears as you walk down the narrow galleyway. Passing through the ship's corridor, you eventually reach your cozy cabin. The door opens with a gentle creak. Your retreat from the icy sea. A lantern hanging from the ceiling casts a warm amber glow to welcome you. The wooden walls are covered with nautical maps, polished brass fixtures, and maritime artifacts from exotic journeys. A small iron pot-bellied stove in the corner emanates heat, with a crackling fire. The bunk bed is draped in a cozy quilt, inviting you to curl up and relax. The ambient sounds of the Arctic outside your cabin window add to the immersive experience, transporting you deeper into the marine world. The lure of sleep becomes irresistible as the ship continues its voyage through your imagination. The gentle rocking of the schooner, like a cradle on the open sea. As much as you want to stay in the cozy berth, lulled by the rhythm of the waves, you know it's time to retrace your steps and find your way back through the painting into the little shop in the sleepy corner of the village. With a sigh of contentment, you rise from the bed and return through the ship's narrow corridors. As you climb up the stairs back to the deck, the frigid Arctic winds replace the comforting ambience of your cabin. Standing on deck, you take a moment to absorb the surreal Arctic landscape one last time. The towering icebergs, the endless expanse of a frozen sea, and the distant silhouette of a polar bear swimming through the jigsaw ice create an imprint that lingers in your memory. It becomes clear how an image, like a painting, has the power to speak to you in profound ways. In this journey, you've not merely observed the frozen landscape, but become become part of its narrative. The painting was a portal, inviting you to lose yourself in its details, transporting you beyond the canvas and into a world where the Arctic winds and towering icebergs became real in your imagination. As the spell of the Arctic begins to wane, you find yourself back in reality. The transition feels like a subtle awakening from a mesmerizing dream. The treasures and books on the shelves seem to wink, knowingly, as if acknowledging the unusual journey you've been on. The vintage painting still hanging on the wall is no longer just an image. It's a silent witness to the depth of your imagination. As you stand surrounded by the treasures of the past, you carry with you the echoes of the Arctic winds, the dance of icebergs, and the crisp sea breeze. The magic persists in the enchanting voyage and the seamless return to the tangible, where the antique shop harbors the imprints of reality and the captivating realm of imagination.